Alright, so today we're going to be doing the Kilominx, and this is what it looks like. It's basically the 2x2 version of the Megaminx, and I really like this puzzle. This is a good beginner's puzzle, especially. If you're just starting out, maybe you want to start out with a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, or maybe start off with something like this. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy. There are only 2 algorithms that you need to know for this, so it's going to be pretty simple. So anyway, I'll go ahead and mix it up and we'll get started. Okay, so the first step is going to be to finish the white face. So what I do is I always just pick a side that already has some white on it. So I'm just going to start with this side here. And what's cool about the Kilominx is you don't have to remember any color schemes. All you have to do is just find the piece that's got the colors on it that you need. So in other words, if I know this is going to be the white face and this one's purple, so I need to find the other piece that has white and purple and just put it in right here. So I'll just look around and there it is right there. So I'm just going to kind of keep it on the bottom, just move them around towards the bottom, move them around to either underneath where you want it or wherever you want it. And then there's just one move that you have to remember for that, and that is R prime, D prime, R, D. And so there it puts it up right there. If you have another method for solving these, then feel free to use that. This is kind of the same thing as a 3x3, when you're putting the corners in. Next, I'm going to look for the piece that's got white and green. So there it is. So I'll just keep it towards the bottom, move it around, put it underneath where it needs to go, and R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, and just keep doing that until you get it. That last D move is not really important right now. It's just good to be in the habit of doing that because you'll need that later. Alright, next we're looking for the white and red. Here it is. So just move it around, move it underneath where it needs to go, and keep doing that same thing. There you go. And only one left. It's going to be the one with white and blue. And here it is. So I'll just move it around underneath where it needs to go and do the same move. And there you go. So now you have the whole first layer done. Okay, the next step is to do these pieces. We're going to do these middle pieces all the way around. So I'm now going to hold the white face on the bottom, and I'm going to start working my way around doing these. I guess you can call it the second layer. If you want to divide it into 4 layers, you could say 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So we're going to do the second layer pieces. Alright, so again, this is really easy. What you want to do is just find a piece, wherever it needs to go. Like for instance, let's start right here. So here's the blue and red. So I just need to find another piece that's got blue and red on it. And I can see it's right here. So all you got to do is just move it in its spot. Now if it does like this and it's not oriented properly, then I like to turn it with the white face to my left, and I just do that same move from before. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, and just keep doing that. And you do need to do that last down move now until you get it there. Now I don't have to do this again since it's already in the spot, but that's what you do. So you start right there, and now I'm going to go right here. And just coincidentally, the piece with the red and green is already in the right spot, but it's oriented wrong. So I'll just turn it with the white on my left and do that same thing. Alright, and there it is. So let's keep going. Look for the one with green and purple. And I see it way back here on the back. Alright, so what I can do is just kind of keep swinging it around. Alright, it's in the right spot but not oriented correctly, so white face on my left and do that same move. There you go. Alright, now I need the gold and purple. There it is right there, so let me just swing it down, and it's not oriented correctly, so turn it around and do that same thing. There you go. Alright, so only one left. That's going to be the one with the blue and gold. Here it is right here. So let me just swing it down, and that one is oriented correctly, so I don't need to do anything else with it. So now you can take a look all the way around, and you see all the second layer pieces are correct. Okay, next we want to do what we can call the third layer pieces. So that's going to be these pieces right here. Again, if this was 1, 2, 3, and then the last one would be 4. So we're going to do the third layer pieces now. Now this one's a little bit different than the last one, but just as easy. I'm going to now hold it all the time with the white face down. And you want to find the piece, for instance, let's start right here. And I see that here's the piece that needs to go here because it's got the pink, red, and bone. So that's the one that goes here. So you want to put that piece in the last layer above where it needs to go, just like this one is. Now you want to look at this color down here. This is going to be the red face. So after you see that, look at which side is the red up here. Here it's on the left. And if you've ever solved the Megaminx, this is the same method used for this step on that. So if this is the red face and the red color is on the left, then you're going to move it to the left and then move this side up, then move the red back, and then move it down. And that's how you place those in. Alright, so let's take a look here. I need the bone, light blue, and green, and here it is. So just move it like that. Okay, so this face is the green, so this time the green is on the right. So move it to the right, then move this side up, and then move it back, and then back down. Alright, let's keep going. I need the purple, light blue, and orange. There it is. Alright, so this time the purple is on the left, so move it to the left, move that side up, back, and down. Okay, and here's the orange, yellow, and light green, which is right here. Okay, so in this situation, my yellow is on top. So that's not a problem. That just means you have to do one of those moves 3 times. I always like to go to the right if I have the option. So I'll just go to the right, that side up, back, down, and do that again. And then do it one more time. So now you see it is on the right, so I'll just do that once more. And now that one's in. Okay, now here's a situation where you have the piece in the right spot, but it's not oriented properly. So what I'm going to do is just place one of the, whichever one's up here, I'll just use this one and place it down, which will kick that one out. And then I can reevaluate what I need to do with it. So again, I'm just going to move it to the right, up, back, if I can get it, back, and then down. Alright, so now here it is. So again, here's my blue. Blue is on top, so I'm going to need to do whichever move, do it 3 times. So I'm going to go to the right, and up, back, down, that's 1. To the right, up, back, come on, and then down, that's 2, and then once more. There we go. So now let's see if all the third layer is complete, and it is. So the only one left now is this last layer. You can see that, oops, you can see that everything else is done. Okay, so this next step is we are going to try to get all of these last layer pieces in their right spots. So what we need to do is move this thing around until one piece matches up, till one of them is in the right spot. So I'm just going to start with this green and pink here. So just make sure it matches up. These colors don't have to match up. So in other words, if the green was here or the gray was here or something like that, just as long as it's in the right spot, that's all you're looking for. Now you're going to need one algorithm right here, and what the algorithm does is it doesn't touch the two in the front, and it rotates the other three counterclockwise. So if I'm going to start with this one, I need to either get this one in the right spot or get this one in the right spot. It needs to be next to this one. Alright, so I need two of them in the right spot. So what I need to do is I'm going to just hold my thumb over these two pieces and see, can I get this one in the, can I get the proper piece in this spot? Okay, and I can because it's over here. Now if this piece had been covered up by my thumb, then I wouldn't be able to do that. I would have to rotate the cube and then cover these two up and see, could I get this one in the right spot? But if I hold it like this, I'll be able to do it. Alright, because I just need to get two in the right spot that are next to each other. Just trying to be clear on that. I know I sound like I'm rambling a little bit, but if this one's in the right spot, I need to get either this one or this one. So if I hold the cube like this and do the move, this one will slide over in its right spot. So now I have two, and that's what I'm looking for. So the algorithm is up, right, up 2 prime, left prime, up 2, right prime, up 2 prime, left, up. Alright, so again, that rotated these three counterclockwise. It left these two alone. So now I have two that are in the right spot next to each other, and that's what I needed. So the other ones are not in the right spot, so it looks like I'm going to have to do that move 2 more times because I'm just looking at this one here. So if I do it again, this one will move here. If I do it again, it'll move there. Now once you have 3 in the right spot, you're good to go. So I'm going to do that same move again. Alright, so you can see that that one was there, now it's there. So I need to do that one more time to rotate these 3, and then we'll be good. Now, I said this same thing in my Megaminx tutorial, but I know that sounds like a long algorithm, and it seems like it's hard to remember, but it's really not. So as I do this last one, I'll kind of tell you how I remember it. You just start with the up move, then you move this side up, then move it all the way back that way, then move that side up, then move it all the way back this way, put it back down, move it all the way back that way, put it back down. And then you just end with another up move. So now if we take a look, we'll see that they're all in the right spots. And that means we only have one more step. So the last thing we want to do is just make sure that all of these are oriented properly. And I kind of got lucky. I've got 3 of them that are already the way they need to be. So I only need to orient 2 of them. Now it doesn't matter. You can do the same thing for all 5 if you need to. But in my case, I'm only going to need to do 2 of them. This is the same move that you'll use for the 3x3, really all the cubes. Alright, so what you do is you just start with one of them that needs to be oriented to the front top right. So I'm just going to start like this, have the pink side facing me. And I'm going to do that same move from before. It's R prime, D prime, R, D. And then just keep doing it until it gets right. R prime, D prime, R, D. Now this time you got to make sure you do all 4 moves. That last down move is essential. Alright, so once it gets in the right spot, keep the cube the same way, just rotate the next one into position. Alright, and then do the same thing again. R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D, R prime, D prime, R, D. So now All the gray is on top, and if you take a look like this, all I got to do is just fix the last layer, and then it's solved. So again, really easy beginner's cube. I really enjoy this one. It's one that I like to just pick up, you know, if I just want to spend 5 minutes or something messing with one. It's enough of a challenge where it's enjoyable, but it's not so much of a challenge that it takes forever. And I'm kind of partial of those cubes. So this is one of my favorites, and I hope this helps. And good luck. See you next time.